Hey guys, today we are going to see auto scaling group. So auto scaling group is used to scale computing resources horizontally. So even we can change the instance type, which is vertical scaling, but that's actually changing the features in auto scaling group. But auto scaling group is mostly used for horizontal scaling. Okay, so for that we need a launch templates in EC2 console. In left panel you can see launch template. Click launch template. So I already have one launch template, but for demo purpose I'm going to create on a launch template. So launch template is nothing but like a blueprint for auto scaling group. Okay, so it's similar to launch template, sorry, launch EC2 instance session only. Okay, so you need to create a launch template, and when you are creating auto scaling group you need to choose the template. Okay, so this template is a blueprint for auto scaling group. So demo first, description. Yeah, this is to provide a guidance. Maybe I can check it out. So here you need to choose AMI. So I'm going to choose Amazon Linux. And instance type, we don't have to include it in template. We can select it in auto scaling group. So keeper, I'm not going to include it in template. So networking settings, subnet, I'm not going to include it in template. So I'm going to select existing security group that I have. This WebEC2 security group is created with the VPC that I created earlier with IPv6. Okay, so I'm going to add a network interface. Click add network interface. So this is the device index 0, right? So this is the primary interface, because here we need to enable the public IP. So that is enough. Scroll down. ABS storage volume is fine, and in advanced details I need to provide a script. Yeah, the script will install the nginx and update the index.html file, and that's it. Create launch template. Okay, template has been created. So we have demo test template. So now you can go to auto scaling group, create auto scaling group. We can provide a name, demo asg. Yeah, here you need to choose the template. So we have created demo hyphen test, right? So click that and click next. So yeah, when we are selecting instance type, we can select specify instance attribute like how much virtual CPU and how much memory, minimum and maximum, or don't need minimum or maximum. This is like based on this attributes, auto scaling group will choose the instance type, but we can also choose manually the instance type. So I'm going to choose T3 micro. Okay, so yeah, we can have multiple instance type. Okay, so it will launch based on the weight we provide here. Okay, so I'm not going to provide any weight, so I'm going to create only with the T3 micro. So I'm going to remove remaining things. And instance purchase, yeah, here you can add spot fleet kind of things, right? So if you want to reduce your cost, you can have a specific percentage of spot and specific percentage of on demand, and we can set up base capacity of on demand so application won't go down because we have base on demand. Okay, so I'm going to leave 100 percentage. and in networking I'm going to choose the VPC I have created, and the subnet would be public subnets. So public 1, public 2, click next. Here you can add a load balancer. So there are three options: no load balancer, attach existing load balancer, add a new load balancer. So I already created a load balancer and target group. So if you attach a new load balancer, it will attach with the default settings, right? It will create with IPv4 that will incur a charge, sorry. so so I'm going to attach the existing load balancer that I have created, and you are going to select the target group. Okay, so existing target group. So health checks, by default EC2 health checks will be there. We can enable load balancer health checks and EBS health checks. For now I am going to enable ELB only. So health check grace period, this is used to health check will be checked once EC2 instance become initialized everything. Okay, so that grace period we can give here. So by default is 300 second. Okay, additional settings, we can enable monitoring metric collections. So it will give you the metrics of auto scaling group, and it is not an extra charge. And click next. Yeah, so here group size, here is what you are going to give a scaling and capacity. So desired capacity means the current capacity you need. Okay, so currently I need only one, so I'm going to choose one. And minimum and maximum. Minimum capacity is how much minimum you need it in auto scaling group, like how many minimum EC2 instances you need, and maximum. So I'm going to keep it one, and one for both minimum and max. And for now we can provide auto scaling policies. So for now I am going with no scaling policies. We will see other policies in other lecture. So we can select so we can select the behavior. Okay, so there are different types of behavior, like launch before terminating instance, terminate before launch instance. This is behavior of terminating and launching instance. So based on our use case we can choose this. So I'm going to choose no policy. So this is to scale in protection, like this is to enable instance scaling protection, which will give you the protection of the shutdowning the instance. So if you enable this, it auto scaling won't scale in the EC2 instances. Okay, I'm not going to provide this. Click next. Click next. Click next. So now you can review the auto scaling group. So we have provided desired one, scaling minimum one, and maximum one, right? So auto scaling group will create a EC2 instance, which is one desired EC2 instance, and add that EC2 instance into the load balance that we created on the target group. Okay, so click create auto scaling group. Okay, so now you can see auto scaling group is updating the capacity. So if you click the auto scaling group, you can see all the details here and activities here. So activities means so launching instance, terminating instance, all like events, you would say. Yeah, you can see all the events here. So here you need to provide a policies. We will see policies in later session. So in instance management, you can see the instances. Okay, here you can see auto scaling group created on EC2 instance, and now it is in healthy. Okay, so monitoring, you can monitor the auto scaling group level metrics and specific EC2 level metrics. Okay, so now let me check the target group. Yeah, here you can see auto scaling group has been added the instance to the target group, and it is healthy now. And if you go to load balancer and hit this domain, yeah, now you are able to access the load balancer. So I didn't create any EC2 instance, okay, and add it in target group. So auto scaling group automatically created a EC2 instance with the desired capacity we added there. And since we attached the load balancer to this auto scaling group, it added the EC2 instance into the target group. Okay, so that's it for this lecture, guys. We will see auto scaling policies in next lecture. Thank you.